this video, I'm going to show you how we're going to start drawing out our basic forms that we have in this worksheet here into the spaces provided, and then we're going to be actually shading this using our different pencils. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to draw this cube in this area. I'm not just going to draw any cube, I'm going to draw this cube specifically. Typically what tends to happen is people will come in and they'll just draw a cube. Okay, and while that's a cube, not necessarily a good one, it's not this cube. So drawing this cube requires me to actually look at this, pay attention to the different angles, the different sides that I see. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the center line that I see in here. I'm going to take my pencil and I line up and I see how long it is, and I look at the angle. Coming over this way, and I could see that it's going to be at an angle like this. Okay, I could always take another pencil and I could always compare to make sure that they're parallel. Okay, I'm not tracing along the pencil. Notice I'm using my 2H pencil as well, so that way I can draw lightly. Then from here I'm going to check out this angle here. This angle comes in like this. Okay, it's not horizontal. That's a big mistake that people make, is they'll draw it horizontal. No, it's not horizontal. We want to make sure that we're paying attention to these angles. Okay, so when I come in here, my angle is going to be up here. This same thing. These two sides are going to be parallel. So I'm going to keep them that way. Notice I'm not tracing my pencil. Okay, this again comes in here. Paying attention to how big this is. Alright, and then I come in and look at these different sides as well. Again, I'm drawing this cube, and because I'm drawing this cube, I want to make sure that I pay attention to the different angles. I'm also going to pay attention to the different sizes. So when I look at the cube here, I look at that this side of the cube is actually longer or wider than this side of the cube by basically twice as big. So if I made this big, this needs to be half that size, right around in here. Okay, you see that? And that's how I'm starting to draw this cube. I probably made it a little bit too short, but I could always check that. There we go. So make adjustments as you go. Good. Pay attention to the angles. There's no need to guess. Line up your pencil. Draw the lines that you see. Draw what you see, not what you know. That is very important. And that's how I've drawn this cube. So now I can come in and I'm going to actually lighten some of my lines because I don't want to see my lines when I start to shade. Okay? I'm also going to pay attention to the horizon line that I see back there. Okay? How it comes in here. It's right around in there. And I'm going to pay attention to the cast shadow. How it kind of comes out and over this way. Right? That's important. All these different things to draw the cube, and now I've drawn this cube. Not just any cube, but specifically this cube. When doing the sphere, okay, doing the sphere, I'm not going to give you a compass, I'm not going to give you a stencil. I want you to try to practice using your hand as much as possible. Coming in here and drawing in a nice circle. Don't forget the cast shadow. And even though there's no horizon line in here, I'm actually going to draw one in because that's going to help me later. Okay, pretty simple, right? Nothing too difficult. When I get to the cone is very similar to the cube in terms of I'm going to pay attention to the angles that I have. My angles come in here, so I'm definitely going to have an angle that's about like this. I come in over here, I pay attention to that angle. I'm going to come in here. Now, I'm paying attention to the top. The top does not come to a point. It comes in over here. Now, the bottom, I'll notice, even though it's sitting flat, you'll notice that there's a curve to it. So I'm not going to draw it flat, I'm going to draw a curve. And then I'm going to put in my horizon line. Don't forget the cast shadow, because those things are going to be important. And now I've got those three different objects drawn in. Now I'm actually going to start shading. I'm going to do that in another video though.